In case you don't know, our mission here at Sorted is to get people into the kitchen talking about
and cooking
great food.
Because of this, the guys at Tesco have asked us to take some everyday ingredients and use them to create 3 incredible dishes.
This week, we're looking at
milk.
Whole milk.
A whole milk?
Yes, a whole jug of whole milk. And we're going to show you 3 amazing things to do with it, sweet and savoury.
I'm making an iced banoffee milkshake.
I'm cooking homemade rice pudding.
But first, we're making rosemary polenta and sautéed mushrooms.
This is a really simple, either starter or main course, vegetarian, absolutely delicious, very Italian, and it starts with a litre of whole milk, which we're going to pour into there.
That is a lot of whole milk. Holy cow.
And what we need to do is infuse that with a couple of flavours. So this is what's going to add flavour to our polenta. A couple of sprigs of rosemary just going straight in.
Nice.
And then chilli flakes going in as well. And if you grab some salt and pepper from behind those. In the meantime, we can slice some big field flat mushrooms that we're going to serve with it. So if you peel and slice those into chunky pieces.
Barry, can you explain why you're peeling the mushrooms? I saw a question being asked the other day and I just want to get it for the people.
Because Ben said so. I never do. I don't mind it. But you say it's something about the texture and dirt and so on.
Personally, I find the bigger mushrooms are worth peeling because this is quite leathery. Whilst we're waiting for our milk to come up to a boil and for you to slice some mushrooms, I'm going to chop some rosemary really, really fine, but get rid of any of the woody stalk. It's just the leaves we want. This will go through the polenta at the end for added flavour. When the milk is heated up and you can see sort of steam come...
What's this about?
Just saying, you can see the steam coming off it, but it's not yet boiling.
There's so much steam.
Now is the time to take the big chunk of rosemary out. It's done its job, it's infused lots of flavour, but we don't want that in there. And we can add in all of our polenta as we whisk, and it will start to thicken up very, very quickly, much like mashed potato. As it thickens, we're going to add in mascarpone cheese to make it really creamy, a generous handful of grated parmesan, and all of the rosemary that we've finely chopped up to add in more flavour now that we've taken the big sprig out. While I'm doing that, you're going to saute off some mushrooms.
I will.
And there we go, a really smooth, creamy polenta. All we need to do is serve a couple of ladles up.
Lovely.
Just tong a few mushrooms on top. Well seasoned, pinch of salt and pepper.
Wow, and that is our rosemary polenta with mushrooms sautéed.
Sorted.
And we all know how to finish a good meal with pudding.
Yes, something really sweet, really comforting, and this is it, a homemade rice pudding.
Oh yeah.
It's going to start with a knob of butter, which we melt down in a pan. When it's melted, we stir through grains of arborio rice.
Which is really risotto rice.
Yeah, risotto rice. You can also use pudding rice, but arborio rice, short, plump grains, lots of starch, and a surprisingly small amount compared to the milk that we'll need in a moment.
Okay. It's a lot of milk.
It is a lot of milk. You'll need the weights and measurements down below, but basically, you know when you cook couscous, it's like 1-to-1 volume. This is about 7-to-1.
Okay, so you do need a whole milk.
We're going to sweeten it with a bit of brown sugar.
Okay.
And then add in vanilla extract and a pinch of cinnamon.
I don't feel like I've been worked that hard.
Would you like to stir it for me?
I will stir the rice out of it for you.
Growing up, I had rice pudding a lot, but I never made it from scratch. I just
Did you get it from Devon?
Yes, I got it from there.
You wonondered how they made it so creamy?
I did. I did. But it literally took minutes.
In a microwave.
Yeah, how much better is this?
Oh,
is it worth the time?
unbelievably
This is taking
better.
the same amount of time. I mean, Jamie hasn't even lifted a hand yet, and basically it's all in there. It goes in the oven, you don't have to worry about it. It just cooks while you have your main course. And then, taste it later, you'll see if it's any different.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see.
And that really is it. Bring it up to a boil, and as soon as it's just about boiling, we're going to transfer it into another dish, an oven-proof one, and place it into an oven at 140 degrees Celsius for an hour. About 20 minutes before the last bit of cooking, stir it, and then sprinkle brown sugar on the top, and you get a nice golden skin. There we go, look at that, so creamy after it's cooking in the oven. The only thing to finish it off with, a little sprinkle of cinnamon on top.
And once it's done that, I can perfectly say that that is a homemade rice pudding.
Sorted.
Iced banoffee milkshake.
Without ice, because we're going to kind of make an iced drink by taking 2 bananas, peeling them, chunking them up, laying them on the tray, putting them in the freezer, and after a few hours we use those as the base to our drink.
So there's not actually any ice involved?
Just banana ice cubes.
Ben's just collecting our frozen bananas. He shall be here any minute. Here he is.
These are some that I froze earlier, and you can see they are just frozen. And do it when your bananas are getting to the very sort of black stage, where you're like, I've got 4 left, I'm not going to eat them all today, eat 1, freeze 3.
Brilliant.
Then add into our blender milk, whole milk.
A whole milk?
Well, a whole glass of milk. a generous dollop of caramel straight out of a tin, and that's the bit that makes it banoffee because it's kind of
Caramelly toffee.
But we're also doing salted caramel, so there's the caramel, and here is the salt, a generous pinch of.
I think what makes a banoffee is toffee, not caramel. Otherwise, it's a
Are they two different
banana.
things?
Shoot him down. He's trying to shoot you down. Shoot him down.
Banaramel.
Well, he's
banana
kind of right, but it's kind of
Banana
toffee
milk.
flavour. It's kind of toffee flavours. Because toffee you would add butter to, and we're adding dairy, so it's similar. It's not, but it's a better name, isn't it?
So we're lying.
Other than that,
So it's not
damn
ice
delicious.
and it's not banoffee.
It is delicious though. I'll tell you what, we'll blend it up. And there we go, it instantly chills it down because of the frozen banana, it thickens it up. Banana kind of thickens it anyway.
Smells
There
good.
we go.
Barry is going to enjoy this.
So if you pour out 4 glasses, and then we'll finish it with some gorgeous squirty cream, some almonds and chopped chocolate. And there we go, and if you've got banana pre-frozen, you can make it in no time at all.
That is, well, it's not really, but we're going to call it an iced banoffee milkshake.
Sorted.
Well, that was 3 whole milks.
And 3 whole milk recipes
Yeah.
to dig in. See what you think. Find a favourite.
Polenta. That's quite rosemary.
Oh, it's very smooth though, isn't it?
It's really smooth.
Really creamy.
Who wants my rice pudding?
Baz, remember, you've got to rate this against a well-known brand.
And I can tell you how we made it so creamy.
You're surprised, aren't you?
Genuinely surprised at how good that is.
It's such a good rice pudding.
I love a good milkshake.
And that is a good milkshake. Banana makes it so creamy.
Well, these are 3 of our favourite things to do with the whole milk. Which one would you have picked?
Or, if you'd have done something differently, then comment below and let us know what that would be.
And while you're doing that, make sure you subscribe.